All right, thank you. Um, yeah, you guys be getting used to my voice by now. So today is a very practical class. It's wireframes. So it's more like mock-up. Um, it's one of the techniques we use as well for requirement gathering or requirement buttressing or requirement visualization. And yeah, so yeah, we use balsamic as the tool. So I'll just take us through maybe two slides, and then we go to the practical side of things because it's really, really practical. I can't start teaching you wireframe without showing you how it is done. So yeah, what is a wireframe? A wireframe is a layout of a web page that demonstrates what the interface elements will exist, what interface elements will exist on key pages. It is a critical part of the interaction design process. The aim of a wireframe is to provide visual understanding of a page early in a project to get stakeholders and project teams approval before the creative phase gets underway. So if you remember, if you remember from yesterday's um, interview session where Ginika was my PO, remember I said that, oh, I'll send her like a mock-up so she can have a visualization of the requirements we discussed. So one of the tools we use is wireframe. I could either send her a wireframe or a process map. So the wireframe actually gives us a visualization of what the web page will look like. So it's similar. It's not the web page. It's just like you are sketching the web page. So it is not um you are not designing the web page. You are sketching out the web page so that the stakeholder can see, oh, a similitude, or they can say, oh, I like where you have put this. Can you move this around? Oh, okay. So because also your developer will use this as a way to see, like to understand, to have a better understanding of the user stories and acceptance criteria you have written. So a developer will look at this and say, oh, okay, so this is what you guys have written. However, sometimes your QA will want to use it as well. It's good for the dev team to use it, but it's majorly for the developers because the QAs are more concerned with the acceptance criteria you have written because they have to go step by step testing each of the acceptance criteria that you have written. But for the dev guys, it's very important for them to be able to see a pictorial representation of the user story that you've written. So it buttresses and expand their understanding of what you have written in your user story and acceptance criteria. So this is like a sample of a wireframe. You see, it doesn't have any colors. Wireframes don't necessarily have colors, but if they have colors, it is very minimal because it is not the website. It's just the representation of what the website will look like. Yeah, so some of the benefits of wireframe is visualize the structure clearly, clarify the features of the interface. So what are the features? Like yesterday's example, if I'm going to create a wireframe based on what Ginika has given to me, I'm going to create like the page, I mean the home page. I'm going to create a dashboard where she can see, like where she will see where the um where certain things will be located, like the calendar feature, the booking feature, and all of those things. So yeah, I'll create it that way so she can have a visual representation of, oh, this is how it would look like, and then she can say, oh, I like it, or she can say, oh, okay, I want you to move this calendar feature to another position. I don't like the position that it is. what is it possible to move it around? Oh, I don't like the way this header is looking. I want this feature to be at the far right instead of the far left that you put it. Oh, I want something to be in the middle, which I mean, I'm not going to put any picture in the middle. I'm just going to use the representation of what will be in the middle. However, when I'm writing my user story and acceptance criteria, I have to be specific of the kind of picture that will be there so that the developers can actually develop it. So yeah, that's what this is about. So you push usability to the forefront. So what you're doing is you are showing your stakeholder that this is how this website should be used. It's I mean, we with this visualization, this is how usability will work. So when we talk about usability, we are thinking about how user friendly is this website. What would the user experience be like on this website? So yeah, helps to refine navigation. So as I was saying, with the example, it helps to, like, I am the stakeholder can sit down and say, okay, I don't want people to go through this particular feature that you put here. Why don't we move it to another site? So it helps them navigate the website easier. And then we can go back and forth, and I can explain why I put it there or why I did not put it there, and like that. So it's very important. Excuse me. Make the design process iterative. So yeah, as you guys know, you are working in an iterative manner. So you're doing your I mean, what you are developing is per sprint. So when they say iterative, like it's continuous. There's a breakdown. It's incremental. So there's a breakdown. So you can design the home page design. I mean, many of you guys, your PO has given you design of the web page. So just design. I mean, that's the first. Just design it. So you're going to just create um, a, a wireframe that just captures the design of the website, and that's it. And then the next time it says, oh, I want the home page to be functional, so you now create another page whereby you create the home page and it's functional, the home button is functional, and like that. So yeah, you can design it iteratively. It saves time and effort, yeah, because Clinical can have a visual of what I'm about to develop or what the developers will eventually develop or similar to. She can make a lot of, she can give a lot of feedback with this mock-up. Like she can give a lot of, oh, I don't like where this is placed. I like where this is placed. I want you to move this around. Oh, okay. So we are saving a lot of time rather than going back and forth and saying, at least when she sees the pictorial evidence of the requirement, it's easier for her to make judgment. So it saves time for both herself and myself and the development team. Make content development more effective. Like I said, this is for the dev guys. Like your dev guys are very excited when you have a wireframe. They are excited because it gives them, like, it makes their life so easy, super super easy, because they can look at it and say, oh, okay, now I think I understand. They might not really understand your user story, which, by the way, your user story and acceptance criteria is supposed to be simple enough to be understandable. Like, you need to explain it, break it down over and over again so that it is understandable. So yeah, they it makes content development very very effective. They can go to it and check it and look at the wireframe and say, okay, and then they go back to the acceptance criteria and then look at it, and it makes a lot of sense for them. Yeah, so that's it. It's just really introducing you to what wireframe is about and the benefits. before we go into the practical session. So any questions quickly?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a bit.
Adeolu.
Sorry.
Yes, hi, Bolu. Thank. I just wanted to clarify. So yesterday we stopped midway because and decided to do the rest today. So is this the continuation from yesterday, or this is because today is supposed to be wireframe anyway?
Yeah,
But we didn't finish yesterday. So is this continuation or not?
this was wireframe. I think I said that. Did I not?
That what? Sorry.
Wireframe. I mentioned wireframe.
Yes, yes, you said. But is it so? I'm asking, is this a continuation of yesterday's
Wireframe is
workshop?
different from what we did yesterday.
Okay,
Completely.
so when are we going to complete what we were supposed to do
Yeah,
yesterday?
like I said, that there's going to be a workshop basically for BAs only, and then we'll be able to do a lot of things then.
Okay, so this is outside of this. That will be another meeting. That's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Rose.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you just go to that picture of the wireframe? I just wanted to ask a question.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's looking too busy. Is this how the website will actually be? All these things that looks like letters and mails. Yeah. Is
Okay.
that how it will be?
So it depends on what you're working on. This is just an example picture. But however, you don't put pictures on wireframe. You use these boxes as a representation for pictures. So when a developer sees this, you understand that it's supposed to be a picture here. And yeah, so these are pictures, the lines are wordings, so you don't write in your wireframe. So yeah, this might look very busy, but this is how the person designed the wireframe based on the requirements. So it's just a picture I saw on the internet.
Oh,
You will see when we start to do the practical, and then you will understand how to design your wireframe based on the requirement that has been given to you.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Ozzy. Adeolu, your hand is still up. Is it from the
Just
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll lower my hand now. Sorry.
okay. Just a quick question. So would you now say that this wireframe is a process of does it take it as a representative of prototyping, or is it an app to design the prototyping? Would you say that's what it is, or is it something different?
Wireframe is prototyping. Prototyping, like, what is prototyping? Prototyping is giving like a visualization to your requirements, such that your stakeholder can have a feel
Mm-hmm.
and like have a feel of what the website will look like. It doesn't necessarily have to be the final product.
Product, yeah.
Is more like you are mock up. So
Okay.
when you so you can prototype using wireframe, you can prototype using process map, you can
Mm-hmm.
prototype using use case diagram. Sorry, not user case, use case
Okay.
diagram. So
Okay.
you can use
So
all these prototyping. So they are all
okay.
prototyping tools. Yeah,
Okay. More of a mock-up. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Dapo. Hi, Dapo. Yeah, your hand is up.
Let me see. Hello. Sorry. I didn't know. Didn't unmute my microphone. Sorry, Bolu,
No
for taking your time. Yes. The wireframes are meant for only websites or because we in earlier sessions, the job of a BA is not limited to only setting up websites. Okay, so
Yeah.
for example, if you are working on some other areas that would not involve website design, so do we see new wireframes for such?
It depends on what you are working on. To be honest, Wireframe really works well with websites because you are kind of giving a visualization of how that website will look like, the user interface of the website. But you can use Wireframe for other things, to be honest, like depending on the kind of project. Now, this is where you now think, does my project really deserve a wireframe? If the answer is no, then you don't really need a wireframe. But mostly, when it comes to web design, web like anything that has to do with a website, it's always good for you to accompany it with a wireframe, like maybe an application, maybe a software. Yeah, so anything that has to do with that is very, very important that you have like a wireframe to back it up.
So thank you very much.
Yeah, in other like to prototype for other things, majorly you can use process map, use case diagram. These are very, very effective because you will map the journey that a user will take using that particular product
Yeah.
or whatever product that is being presented. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome. I saw someone's hands up before guinea cards. And the person dropped their hand. My PA, who was the person before I respond to you? Someone's hand was up before yours.
I didn't get the name, that's true, but I guess maybe the person's questions have been answered. Okay.
I think it was Raymond. Raymond, was it you? I don't know. All right, yeah, shoot, Kinika.
Okay. I would
Yes,
like
ma'am. So
you
good
to.
evening.
Okay. Yeah, you were saying. Sorry.
I thought someone was speaking, that's why I muted.
Yeah, it's fine. The person is no longer talking.
Oh, okay. All right. I would appreciate to see the first slide. And my main question is wireframe same as balsamic? Is that the other name?
No, so balsamic is one of the tools for wireframe. There are so many. We have Figma, we have Balsamic, we have Miro. I think you can do a wireframe on Miro. There are so many tools for wireframe, but Balsamic is what we use here. So Balsamic is one of the wireframing tools. There are many tools to use for wireframe.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question? Okay. Okay. Justin, I am unmuted. Are you asking a question? Okay, yeah. Now let's go to the practical. And everyone still see my slide okay? Can you all still see my slide
Yeah,
okay?
sure we can.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you for the response. So, yeah, this is Balsamic, which is the tool that you'll be using for on Blue Sky to create your wireframe. So it's going to be a very interactive session. We'll be doing this together. So I need a project. I need a project so we can do this together and run through this together. Okay, let me not do this. I need a project. Anybody wants to volunteer a project for us?
Yeah, let's go for website, e-commerce website selling electronic gadgets.
Okay, good. So So an e-commerce website selling electronic gadgets. Okay, let me just delete this. So when you come on Balsamic, like this is the first page you should see on a normal day. I think, yeah, this is the first page you should see. Everything looks all like this. And don't be don't be worried about all of this. This is a Teams, I mean, one of the advanced platform team. So they've been using this for a while. So there are a lot of um, stuff done there. So yeah, when you come here, it's blank. You open it up. Okay, let me just try. I don't just want to lose this because there's so much here. So you come on here. When you come on Balsamic, because after tonight, I will ask your leads to send me a DM with all your emails. So please, I hope you all have a lead. If you don't have a lead, please choose a lead tonight. So your lead will send me the email of every member of your team tonight, so I can create, add you to your Balsamic page, and you have to respond to that email, or um, you have to click on the email and accept it. If not, it will expire within 24 hours. So once I start messaging your lead, I'm going to send a message out on the BA group tonight and ask your leads for all that information. And please do cooperate to your lead, and please do try to send it tonight, latest by tomorrow, so that I can do this and get it out of the way. Thank you. Yes, so you come on Balsamic, and then this is you click on this plus sign. I mean, let's assume that this is your team. Click on this plus sign. It creates a new wireframe for you, like this, just like this. So let me use this one I'm using. Then you come here on this little drop down, you can rename. So I renamed mine to practical because we are using it for the practical section. Excuse me. So you come here, it's blank, it's a blank sheet, you know, I mean, nothing is here. You see this browser window, pick it. So you go on a website, this is what it looks like. You see a browser window because you are using, I mean, what you are doing here is going to be based on websites. So you can rename it and say, so what should be the name of our website?
Alpha Tech.
Alpha Tech. Alpha Tech. I like it. Alpha Tech. Okay, let me rename this. alphatech.com. www.alphatech.com. So yeah, this is, and now I'm going to increase it because I don't like small pages. I want it to look like a website as much as possible. So I'll do this. Yeah. So now, what's the first thing I'm supposed to see on the website? I'm supposed to see the header, the homepage banner, and the footer. So that's the first thing we are going to design. Alpha Tech, let's go. So you come to this quick add. Yeah, there's this box. Type in, because there's so much. I can't be going through all of this. So quick way to find things out. You press H rule. So it comes up, you click it, and then you extend. All right, extend. So we want image, we want a logo, so we use image to represent the logo because remember, it's minimal. It's a minimalist stuff. So we are just sketching. It's not, yeah, just because I have small OCD when it comes to design, so I will be extra a little bit. I don't like my stuff going out of frame as much as possible. Let's move this up a little bit. So you can use your keyboard to control some things like your up and down key, the up and down arrow. You can use it to move things up, move things down if you want. So this is representing our logo. And then we have um the features, right? So what are our features? So it's up to you. You can do your features in two ways. You can decide to make it a button and rename it and say this is home. And then interesting thing, you can duplicate. Just press Ctrl D if you are using a Windows laptop. Just press Ctrl D on your keyboard and then it duplicates it for you. So fast way to work, because as a business analyst, many times you don't have so much time. They won't give you so much time to do so many things. So you have to learn fast ways of working. If you can see the three lines, they are showing me alignment on my frame. So yeah, so you can do this way, or you can choose to use a text for yours. Let me see. Okay, so you can use some text if you want to use text for your own page. So you can either do this, whichever one pleases you the most. You are the designer, like you are the one doing, not really, like you are the one doing the mock-up. So you can either choose to do choose to use some text for yours. It depends on you. Please, can you unmute that person? Apologies about that. It is possible you didn't know he was unmuted. So yeah, now if you notice this on this right on our right, you will see that this box has come up. If you noticed, so you guys will not be quiet throughout this meeting. Sorry, it's a very practical class. So I need to hear voices so that I will know that you guys are still hearing me. If that's okay. So if you
But you
notice,
muted us now.
I
How
didn't
will you hear our voices if
no,
you are
I didn't
muted?
mute. I
It's
didn't mute
okay.
everybody.
We're not
I
muted.
didn't
We
mute
can.
one person. I didn't mute
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys notice, this is here, like this box is here, but it's a possibility that when you come in, you might not see it for the first time. So here is what you do. You come on this eye icon that is showing here and click on it, and then it shows all of these. So what's the essence of this, if you may ask? You can use it to increase your font size. So if I want to increase this font size, I just come here. You see what it's doing? Yeah. So that's it. So that's what that is for. So we say, so what's going to be on our header? Alpha Tech, sir. We want
Alphatech header,
Alphatech,
what do you
sir.
mean?
About us.
about
Sorry.
It's about us.
okay. What else is going to be on our header? For Alpha Tech, remember
Contact.
Team
Contact
Contact.
us.
contact will be at the
Contact
footer.
us.
Footer.
be at the
Contact us.
footer, right?
Yeah, contact will be footer. A header will have about us
Maybe register.
registration.
If you want them to register, it's an e-commerce website here.
Is there
They are
any
just coming to buy stuff.
Okay.
They have to
um
register before they can buy stuff now. Like
Click on
on
why? What's the value in that?
Sorry,
yes,
I
you
think
could
you
buy
can put a cat. Sorry, cart basket.
Cart, yeah. Shopping cart, okay. You can use a basket to represent that.
Yeah, we would get to sign up now so that we can retarget them after they purchased something from us.
Okay. So have you thought about the
Can you add a tab for the date as well?
Do you think that everybody will want to register? I can just be angry and just decide to go to another website and say, okay, I don't need to register. So you need to think about what makes life easy. Is there a value? Like, is there a value in it? If yes, of course, why not? I'm just saying, is it compulsory? If it's just for them to, if it's for you to retain their details, I mean, it's not because of any other thing. Yeah, you can leave it there. So, but don't make it compulsory. That's another thing. You can put it there, but it shouldn't be compulsory because you want to sell your products, right? Anyways, when they are about to pay, they will still have to put their details. So you need to think about when people are using your website, how easy is it for them to use the website, navigate through certain pages? How easy is it for them? You don't want to annoy people so that they don't come again and they're like, oh, there are so many things to fill. Because when they get to the point of payment, they will enter all their information, all their details, and if you really, it's going to save on your website or your database anyways. So why are you forcing them to register?
Can you pull?
These are the things you think about. You get?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying what's the value and how you have to think about usability. How user friendly is your website as well? All right.
Can you put options of member sign in?
Okay. Sign in.
Yeah.
That means if they have to sign in, that means they have to register, yeah?
You have to register.
Yes, because
okay. You guys
One quick question. Sorry.
Yes.
Can you copy and paste those tabs instead of using the control D? Can you copy and paste it?
You can copy and paste, but it's just that is easier. See, you can copy and paste, but it's way easier to just control D and just move things around. Why are you copying and pasting? Like I just look for ways to make my life easier. Sorry. Okay.
Can I point out that the sign in can it be sign in / register instead of having additional tabs?
Oh yeah, definitely. You guys are the ones designing this thing. I'm just the messenger. Yeah, definitely. Why not?
No. Sign in cannot be / register. Register is when you are checking out. You have the options of registering your informations and saving your information for future purchase.
I understand that, but both of them can be on the same page and you don't need the additional tabs. Somebody clicks on that, it takes them to a page where they choose to either sign in or register. So we don't need the additional tab.
Sorry, can I read accounts then?
I like the way you guys are thinking. This is very interesting. I love it. Okay.
Sorry, Bolo, if he reads account, then when they click on account, it takes them somewhere. It says sign in or create an account if you don't have one.
Exactly.
Who's talking? That person sounds like Eitemi, is that you?
Bidemi, no, it's not Bidemi.
Eitemi.
Eitemi, no, it's not Eitemi.
Who is that? What's your name? Sorry, you sound so much like Eitemi.
Adiolu.
Okay. Yeah, what were you saying? I was listening to your voice. I was very distracted by your voice.
No, I said, can you read account instead? So when they click on account, it takes them to a page. Either login if you have login details, or create an account if you're not a member or if you haven't got signing details.
Okay, so what is the agreement?
But that then forces them to want to register. That's what Bolu is saying. It's a choice. No. If I come to a website,
what if they are checking out as a guest as well? What if the person doesn't have to register or sign in?
Which is why if you don't have the name, the thing saying register, pushing it in their faces that you need to register. If it's account, they click on it and see, oh, this is what it is. If not, they can always check out as a guest.
No one goes to a website, an e-commerce website, to just go and register. You register at a point of when you have an options of when you're making payment? Do I register or do I do express checkout without having to? But if you're a member and you sign in, you can make use of the express checkout. Registration, no one goes to websites and do register. Check all the
You
websites
don't.
and I do.
What they are saying is that if the option of account is there, the person can decide to either sign in or register. It's like double shooting it.
Is an e-commerce account. Account means the signing. If you sign in, you see an account.
No, I think you're mixing it up. It doesn't mean signing. So if I go on a next website, for instance, it has a little logo there that shows you're a human head. And that's for people that have accounts. You can always check out as a guest if you want. But if you click on there, if you have an account, you sign in and you check out with your account. And if you don't have an account, it gives you an option to create one. And if you don't want to create one, you can always sign in as check out as a guest.
That's at a checkout, not being on a front page.
It
on
is
a
on the
homepage.
front page of Next.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
that's right.
It
Sorry
can be
for
on the front page.
sorry for
I believe it
interceding.
will
We need
depend
to
on
move
just
on.
want to
why
say,
you've gone to the
14
website
minutes
in the
to
very
9.
first place.
We only have 1 hour.
hello,
Sorry.
excuse me, hi, hello.
We can hear
Hmm?
you.
Yeah, I just want to say there's no universal format for this, right? We can
Exactly.
put
Exactly.
register and slash sign in. There is no format.
It
So
doesn't, yeah.
any website, yeah, so any website can actually put a register to make it quicker for people. If you know sign in, if you can't sign it, you can as well just register. So there's no universal format. So I think anyone can go on this, please.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. Let's just leave it as this so that we don't waste too much time. But I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying. I'm enjoying this discussion, but I'm also conscious of the fact that
Hello,
we have
Bolu.
so much time before somebody says, "Bolo, can we keep it to 10 o'clock?" Yes.
It's not
Hello.
possible now. We only have 13 minutes left. It's not possible.
Hello. Hello. I can hear you, sir.
30
Yes, I wanted to
minutes.
say that the symbols that you're putting, I don't know how you got them, the cat
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I'm
the
going to
section.
explain that. I was just using the moments of the so many deliberations to do that. All right. Okay. Yeah. Now we are back. Everybody is back here. So we've agreed that, but we need more things. What other thing do we need to put here?
Terms and conditions.
Not on the
That will be on the footer.
head
This
down.
is the
That'll be on
header.
the footer. Can we, Bolu, can we add the date? I think it'd be good for them to know to have a date tab.
Shopping page. Shopping.
No, of course. On the shopping cart, if you click on this symbol, it's supposed to take you to the page. Yeah. So this is let's get this straight. This
This
first
is
page, we
justice.
are just designing the header and the footer, right? So every of these pages we also need to be designed. So you see this home, we design a page for it. About us, you design a page for it. Register, you design a page for it.
Mm-hmm.
This cart, you design a page for it. However, search you might not because it just pulls out or yeah, whatever you want it to be, how you want it to be. So yeah.
Please
So you
excuse me.
also
Why
job
is the BA the one designing and designing and designing all these things?
because it's your job.
Because it's BA, it's our job now to do it.
So you
Anyways,
just Mama.
moving forward,
So
don't be afraid. It's not you will enjoy it. It's something that is very interesting.
It's
It's not
just a
that
hello,
sketch. Mm.
it's a sketch.
hello.
You are not making it that serious. So to get this, what I just did was I went to this quick card again and searched for cards. And then I chose the one I felt like that makes sense for me. And then I selected it and moved it. So you just drag and drop basically. So yeah, let's look for the one I used. Seems to have the shopping carts. That's what I wrote. Shopping carts. And then I selected the one I feel like it makes sense. So it comes here and just drag and drop and place it wherever you want it to be. So is this all we want on the header?
No. Homepage. Shopping page. Shop page.
This is the shopping cart now.
No, the shop page where the items will be. When you click on the shop page, then you see the electronics and what you want to buy, not the
That's
cart.
the next page. It's not this page. That's what Bolu says. So when you click on the cart, it will
Okay,
take you to that
I
page.
get what you mean.
When you click
So
on
you want us to have a shopping page.
On the home, yes,
instead of the shopping cart. Because the shopping cart, yeah, is it not supposed to take you, redirect you to that page where you see everything that you're
No,
selecting?
no.
Oh, that's
I
not
think
the
this is maybe for the categories because it's an electronics thing. So
okay. I'll just contribute, no worries. Oh, sorry, I wasn't contributing. Yep. So, okay, I'll move this to this. Move this here. Open page.
Or maybe products or something.
Is it a background noise? Please just mute. Like if you have background noise, just mute so that it doesn't affect the recording. Somebody, you have a background noise. Please do mute yourself. Thank you very much. All right. So now we've designed the header, and then for us to design the footer, we just duplicate this or copy and paste however you wish, and then bring it down. So you can put your header. Okay, so the landing page, we are just going to represent it with a picture, like an image. So I can just do this. And just duplicate this and bring it here and make it bigger. So once I do this, the dev guy already knows that okay, there's supposed to be a picture here. Let's do it like this. And if there's supposed to be like a text representation, I can just type text, line of text, and click on it. Once you click on, just type whatever it is that you want, and just maybe there's something there. I don't know how we want it, and then I duplicate it, or I make it look really cool. I don't know. Let's just do it like this. This like this. I don't know. I'm just playing around with it. So yeah, one more thing I want to say. Once you do your browser, remember to lock it. If not, see, this is what will happen to mess up your stuff. So remember to lock it. And how do you lock? This is what you do. You right click and you see lock browser window. So it's only your browser window it will lock, because the browser window moves around. And any other feature you want to lock, for instance, if I want to lock this home button, click on lock. Guess what will happen? I can't move it around. I can't move this browser window around anymore as well, because I've locked it. If I want to do anything on it, I will have to unlock it. So it helps you when you are trying to do your design. All right. Anyways, your mentors will be helping you out as well with this. But yeah, this is just the basic. This is how it is, and yeah. So let's just agree that this is what this page is about. So I'm going to duplicate this for the footer, just because I like to. I don't like plenty work. So I'm just going to duplicate this. What do we want on the footer?
Contact us.
Okay. Contact us.
Terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions.
All the social media accounts or pages.
Okay, but you can get icons for those. So I'll show you how to do that to represent that.
The privacy and policy.
Privacy policy. Okay, depends on what the requirements is. So sometimes you go to a website, you see it like this, arranged like this. So it depends on your PO. Your PO might say, I want it in maybe 4 columns, 3 columns. And if they say columns, this is what they mean. So yeah, this is 1 column. You can do it like this, or it can be a straight line. And just space it out as much as possible. So what else? Terms and condition, privacy policy. Yeah, sometimes we have
Vision or
about
mission.
us on we have about us on both Eda and Fita. It's okay, it's not a bad thing. Some companies have that. Okay. What else?
Company's vision.
But
Site map.
that being the about us site map. Okay.
Okay.
Help.
Site map.
Social media contacts.
Blog.
Subscription.
Yeah, we can use we'll use icons, social media icons to represent that. Blogs, right?
Yeah, blog.
Blog.
Subscription.
And maybe newsletter, things like that.
Subscribe to our newsletter. Okay, so let's arrange this. What else? What else?
Help and information.
Okay, that'll be the last one. I think that's good for our website. Help and information. Okay. Okay, all right. Yeah, now let's arrange this well. Let it look nice. Okay, I'm still going to put something at the end, which is the
Log out.
Okay, so let's get some social media icons. So which one do we want? Twitter, right? So you just type it. Just type it in this quick search. You see, it brings it for us. Which other one do we want? Instagram. Drag and drop. Facebook. You guys are no longer talking.
TikTok.
Okay, I don't know which Facebook do you want. Okay, let's use this one. TikTok, right? TikTok.
LinkedIn.
Oh, Balsamic has not reached. Balsamic has not added TikTok logo. They've not updated their this thing. LinkedIn, okay. Righty. Okay. Yeah, so just going to. So if you want to move your stuff all together, like I just did, just click on your shift button on your keyboard, press it down. So click on the first one, click on your shift button. You see the mouse change to something that has a plus. Click on the next icon, click on the next one, click on the next one, and you highlight everything together. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Highlight everything together, and then I can move them together at the same time. Like I said, I find ways to make my life easy. I want to work very fast, so I'll just find ways to. Yeah. So yeah, here we have our Okay, so let me do something a bit fancy. Maybe. So let's have something like an image representing some of our electronics on the home page, on our landing page, right? And we'll write the description of what it is. So yeah, so we'll just use, let me see, let's say text. Okay, we'll not use text. Let's try, let me type text, block of text. Yeah, this looks more like it. So yeah, I reduce it. To D. D.
Wow.
No, it's not as serious. Don't nawa. It's not that deep. Just play around with it. You will see that you really enjoy it. It's not that serious. Don't be discouraged. Yeah, so I have a little bit of OCD with design, so don't worry about my extraness. I'm being extra sometimes with some things. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we've designed our landing page, right? So now, each of this menu, we will have to design a page for each of them. Because we have time, normally I don't do this, but I'm going to do this because we still have some time today.
What is the time?
This is 9. Our class ends by 10, right?
It ends by 9, no?
Oh, okay. That's it
Yeah.
then. All right. Wonderful. Good night, everybody.
No.
Good night.
Yeah, thank you.
It doesn't work that way.
Who said no, 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 no? Okay. All right. Okay. Let me just quickly show you one last thing. Quickly, very quickly, before we go. Somebody has his hands up. My PA, you're not doing your work. You not tell me that someone has his hands up.
No, you say you want to show last thing. That's why I say we show. Okay, let's go on now. When you say last thing, yeah. I know it's Ozomina that has his hands up, but don't worry, we are with you.
Okay,
Maybe
so
it's not Ozomina.
yeah. So here's what I want to quickly show
We
you.
can end by 9:30. We can end by 9:30. So don't let us be.
If
Yeah,
everybody
that's fine.
agrees, if everybody agrees to that.
Hello, Bolu.
Yes, boss.
Sorry, I didn't know that I was unmuted though. I was just saying it to myself.
What's that? What were you
When
saying?
I said where's the time, I was just talking to myself. I didn't know that I was unmuted.
Oh, it's okay. We can. Yeah. So here's the thing, because all your pages, right? Every single page you will ever design has to have header and footer. So here's what you should do. Because one mistake I see many BAs make is when they are supposed to design, for instance, if you are to design home, you will not now have your header and footer because this is the landing page. So easy way out, because you guys are my friends. I'm going to show you easy way out. So come here, click on it and duplicate this. Just duplicate this. So it shows you practical copy. This is the original copy. So we can manipulate the practical copy. You can rename it. So I'm going to rename this as, let me just quickly design the shopping cart and then show you one last trick and then we'll go, so that we don't stay too long. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So I'm going to name this shopping. So it's just the same principle, really. So there's no shopping page. Yeah, so you just duplicate it. Here's what we're doing. I'm going to manipulate all of this. So I've deleted that. see, this is still my original copy. This is the one we all designed together. Yeah, so I'm going to remove that because I don't need it, but I still have my header and footer. Can you see? Because if you go on a website, every page you click on has the header and the footer, right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
so that's it. That's the whole point, because you are giving a website vibe, even if you are not designing the full website, you are giving a website vibe. So it has to have header and footer. So let's say this is our shopping page. We'll have the price. So remember, you don't write in your um wireframe except it's extremely necessary. Extremely necessary that you write. So you don't write sentences in wireframe. You don't have to start writing sentence or whatever. So we'll take this as this is our shopping cart. Um, this is our shopping page, I mean, where our users can see what we are selling. So it's going to be beautiful when it's designed. Don't worry, it's looking like this. So this will be like the description and then the price, which all of these, remember, this is just a pictorial representation of your user story. I'm doing this because I just want to show you something quickly that you can use with your stakeholder when you get a job in real life. Because yeah, you might use it with your stakeholder here too. But the stakeholders already know what's coming. So yeah, it's not like very new. So I'm just going to reduce this because it's going out of my frame and I don't like it. Yeah. Use this a little bit. Reduce this a little bit. Okay, yeah. So let's just say this is our page. Let me make it fuller, a bit fuller. Oh, yeah, I don't think there's a point. Okay, this is our shopping page. People can see everything that we are selling. This is the display, and then yeah. So this is our home page, right? And this is our shopping page. So I want to show you something. You see, this thing is just for you to, it helps with prototyping when you want to prototype to a stakeholder. So you click on this shopping page, you come to this no links. You see this no links, click on it, click the drop down, click on the name of what you want to link it to. So we are on the home page, and then I'm linking this shopping page to this shopping page. So I click on the shopping page, and then it gives me this arrow, and this is where you see the beauty of it. So this is this page, and I'm in a meeting with Adeomi, because Adeomi, you are the one that gave me this, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I'm in a meeting with Adeomi, is the stakeholder, and I want to show him what I've been able to mock up, and yeah, so you can see. I click on this button that looks like a video button to play. It goes to presentation, and I click on user test, and then I close this, and then when I click on shopping page, this is what it does. Okay, sorry. So let me just do it again very quickly. All right, I'm going to do this as well. I'm going to link it back to the home page. So this is our shopping page, right? I'm going to link it back to the home page. Okay, let me unlock this button. No, okay. Link back to article. So that when I want to. So this is our shopping page. This is the home page, our landing page. I click on this button. I want to show Adeomi what I've been able to do. Close. and then I click on this. You see, it has this and, so it's showing that it's clickable. I click on this shopping page, and it brings me to this other page. And when I click on home, it takes me back to the landing page. So I'm showing Adewumi, I'm saying, oh yeah, so this is how the shopping page will look like, and yeah, this is the landing page. So I can navigate through. So if I want all these buttons to navigate to different pages, I can make it do that just by doing what I did. So yeah, so this was the trick I wanted to show you guys. I think we are past our time. And yeah,
Can I
I hope
can
you
I
enjoyed
ask
it.
can I ask
Yeah,
you a question?
now it's time for questions. Yes, you can ask questions.
So, assuming you will finish this stage and you get a job as a BA,
Mm-hmm.
um, you find yourself involved in a similar type of project. Are you expected to do this mock-up?
It depends on your organization. For instance, for me, where I work, I do advanced mock-up. Okay, let me just try to see if I can bring up Figma. This is not my work laptop, but I have the tool I use on my system. So you're not going to see so much, but these are just my own personal design. So I do like advanced, like very advanced mockups um, for that it looks like the website.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on the company. Your company can employ you for anything. Like it can employ you as a BA just for wireframing skills. You can
Okay.
employ you as a BA just for process mapping skills. You can employ you as a BA because you have skills of writing user stories and acceptance criteria.
Okay.
But
Okay.
what we do here is that we give you everything. I mean, either way,
Broad. Yeah.
anywhere they throw you
Okay. Okay.
and,
Okay.
and
I see.
survive. Yeah.
I see. I see.
Yeah. But if you start trying out wireframes, you're
Thank
going to
God.
enjoy it. I promise you. You enjoy it so much that you will really want to keep keep doing wireframing. It's such an interesting. Last session, some people create mobile app wireframe. So you will discover a lot of things. You play around with it, and you see what you can get
But
out
it,
of it.
but it's something you do with time, continuously. You start getting more experience, and uh, everything becomes so easy. You know.
Yeah, just like every other thing that you do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Like I hope I can find what I'm looking for. Yeah, so it's more advanced. It's not like this. Uh, I hope you opened up. I just really wanted to show you quickly what it looks like to do like to use Figma, because this Figma tool is more like realistic. It's more realistic than balsamic.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I can find it. I don't know why it's taking forever to open because a bit.
While you're trying to open, hands up. I have Wumi Bamidele. His hands is
Okay.
up.
Yeah. Please fire on.
Bamidele Wumi, please.
Yeah, hi, Bolu, thanks a lot. I was just going to say you've got too many applications open. That's not your application is not
I have,
open. But
I can't hear you. Like it's like
I
you're
said
using.
you've got quite a few applications open. So that's
Yeah.
probably why it's slowing down your graphics
Yeah.
card. But my question was, so out of all the visual representation tools, I think you mentioned Miro. We have this one, Balsamic. I have another one that I use as well. One I downloaded is a free version. But which one would you say most organizations tend to um, drift towards? So we
Huh.
could kind of get used. I mean, I know different organizations use different ones, but there will be one that is preferred over others,
To be honest,
probably because of
it
cost.
depends on the organization. To be honest, because There are some organizations that use, like this is the first time I'm using Figma in an organization. So this is a Figma design. This is an application. This is an app, a dating app that was designed with something. So you see how realistic it looks. It looks like uh, the app.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks very realistic. So imagine that this is what I do at work. Not even these are small screens, but like I'm doing on a bigger scale. So it depends on the organization you get. So I
Yeah.
can't say that this is what this organization will tend towards. I don't know. My previous place of work, I was not even doing wireframing. It was more of process mapping. So it depends. You can't. I can. It can be that ways, but it's good for you to have an idea of everything. Anywhere it goes, you are there. You get.
Okay.
So anywhere, like anyhow it goes, you are still able to perform. Yeah, I'm looking for a mock-up that I did that is responsive. Um, I think I did a calculator that is responsive. So I just wanted to show you how it works here. I hope I find it, but if not, well, that's it. Anyways,
We'll search for it. Please,
Should
we'll
I
search for it.
continue
Use
with
your
the
search
other
for
names?
use your search tool, man. Search for it, please. Let's have a look at it. That'll be really good.
uh, I don't know what I named it as. Sorry, that's the problem.
Oh, okay.
I remember what I named it as. Yeah, please call the people.
Mohammed Bello, please.
Let me see.
Okay, sorry. Please, I want to ask you, like, apart from, like all this thing is just like the front end. So, do you guys
Yeah,
do anything about the back end as well? Like,
that that's why you're writing your user stories and acceptance criteria. So when you write your user stories and acceptance criteria, you're covering both backend and front end development. So now the the guys that are doing backend will now focus on the backend development and say, oh, okay, this is what we want. This is how we want it. This is what okay, break
no,
down
what I'm just saying is, like, as a BA, do you just work on front end?
no, I'm saying I'm answering your question that you write stories for both front end and back end as a BA. You don't just write stories for front end. You write stories for front end and back end. Even your wireframe that you're doing, it covers for both. It's just that the back end, like when you write your stories, when you go to
What is it? Did you find Abonike?
a Boniki person, please. Sorry. I can't see my screen, so I don't know who's talking. I'm
Sorry.
Yeah. So when you write your user stories and acceptance criteria, you're writing it for the dev guys. Okay, let me use example of my work. I work with backend and front end guys. And then when I write the user story, I write it so that it's covering for both front end and back end. Then when we go for refinement, the backend guys then refine the story so that they are writing specific, like technical. They'll tell me that okay, I want this. So based on the story I've written, they now deduce what they want for the backend again. Do you get? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not just writing for front end, I'm writing the functionality of this particular, like this particular feature. Here are the functionalities. So the backend guys can now say, oh, okay, write that the endpoint, this will be the endpoints of this. So they start talking those their technical jargons. Do you get? But you are writing for both front end and back end, and even the wireframe. The wireframe, when we go for refinement, both front end and back end guys have to look at the wireframe so that they understand. They have a grasp of what we are developing, what they are going to develop, and from the wireframe they can then deduce what will work for the back end, for the back end stories. However, the front end guys are the ones that enjoy it the most because
Yeah, Bolu,
so much of their component, especially
Bolu,
because they are
Bolu,
using.
can I help you here? Can I just come in, Zimano?
Oh, hi, Emmanuel.
Yeah, hi. Someone who's that person that asked the question? Okay, I'll put it like this: you are the BA, yeah. You are the bridge between the technical guys that knows what happens, how you're going to implement the business requirement. Yeah. So that's a communication between you and the business. All you're doing as a business analyst is to get the requirements. Yeah. At the back end, the developer or the technical team are going to tell you how it's going to be implemented. However, your story is going to capture the requirement of the business. Then the technical team will help you to understand what goes into that requirement. So that means your story captures both front and back end. That's what she's trying to explain to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, I finally found the calculator. It was a minimal design. So yeah, you see that if I click on this equals to, is highlighting this 250. So yeah, I don't think I prototyped this, but yeah, this was the only part that I did prototype for. Prototyping here is more complicated than on balsamic. Balsamic is quite easy, straightforward, mock up, like just very simple stuff. Yeah, so this was the calculator that I did. Yeah. So more like
All right.
this is what I do, like our work. This because this is the tool that we use. So on a bigger scale. Yeah. So it depends. It depends on where you find. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for jumping in. So thank you. Like so it depends on where you find yourself. You might never use wireframe at your workplace. And your major work might be focused around like every user story you write, you must need wireframe. So it depends on wherever you find yourself as a business analyst. All right. Who else is raising
Okay,
their
the next person is Obey.
hi
Obey,
Obey?
please.
I think you answered most of my questions while speaking to the other guy that asked the question. What I noticed is it's just a bit like UI UX. Maybe having an idea of that would also help with wireframing.
I don't think so because if you're going to UI UX, then that's Figma. Like you are really entering into Figma. So don't. I mean, wireframe is just sketching. Just think about it as drawing because if not, you start conflicting. Do you understand what I mean? So product
Yeah.
designing is what I was showing you, like the old prototyping, like something very close to the website. That's what I was
Yes.
displaying on Figma. But this is just sketch. This is just sketch. So you see that we don't even have realistic pictures. I'm
No, we
saying that
don't.
what I do at work is more like product designing, but yeah, it's just drawing so that you don't have that. You don't need UI UX idea or experience to if you have it good, but yeah, you don't paint, you are not coloring, you are not using any colors or anything. It's just drawing and just play around with stuff. And I mean, I didn't have UX ideas before I started creating wireframes. If you get what I mean, I don't
Yeah,
just
I
want
do.
to confuse the two. Do you
Yeah,
get?
yeah.
Not
Thank
it's
you.
not that deep, to be honest. It's not at all, at all. It's just play around, drag and drop, a lot of drag and dropping.
Yeah, I think what really confused me was when we moved to Figma.
Yeah,
I just started like, okay,
yeah.
you
I
know,
was I was just showing what I do at work. Like at work, at my workplace, we use Figma for wireframing,
yeah,
and it is like product designing. They say it's wireframing, or it's really product designing because it's
yeah, it is. It
very,
is.
very realistic. So yeah,
Thank
I was
you.
just making reference to my work, not because I was just saying example of
Yeah,
yeah
that's all
how it
right.
can be. Yeah,
Thanks for answering my question.
you're welcome.
Adele, please.
Yeah, hi. My question is, apart from websites, are there other times where we can use the wireframe or other things that we can use the wireframe to design? Sorry if it sounds like an obvious question.
I think I answered that question before. Then it's coming
Yeah,
again.
I think you did, but I was not listening. Sorry.
That was the video. That's your punishment. Okay, yeah. It's to be honest, wireframing it's mostly for like web design because I feel like for other things that are capturing a lot of processes, you can use process map, you can use use case diagram to capture, but because wireframe kind of captures the interface of how a website will look. If you look at the icons or the interactions here, you will see that it's mostly websites related. You get what I mean? So there are other ways for you to prototype other things that are not web-based, or web-based, anything that has to do with maybe software, anything that has to do with interface, is just best to use wireframe to do your mockup, as well as process map and all of that. So wireframe is not the only thing that you can use, but it's very good if it's website. It's very, very good because it just captures it.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Emmanuel, please.
And then you can explore. You can decide to explore and decide to find out what else that you can use it for. That's the good thing about this. You play around with it and you'll be fine. You enjoy it. Trust me.
Emmanuel, please. Thank you. Hello. Emmanuel Osazua, please.
That's
Oh, sorry.
my boss. Hi, man.
My hand has been up.
Yeah,
My
your
hand
hands
down.
up. All right, it's down now. Okay, thank you. Lola, please.
Hi, Bolu. Yeah, so I just wanted to ask that, okay, I know earlier you had said that wireframe doesn't have too much colors. So when I saw the Figma one, I was wondering, is it more like a graphics tool, or is it still wireframe?
Yeah, so in UI UX, that's why I said sometimes I'm a product designer. if you read, like, I mean, in my introduction, sometimes I'm a product designer. So there is lo-fi wireframe, which is this what we just did, and there's hi-fi wireframe. So the one for Figma, it's more like it's going, I mean, it has gone into user interface and user experience. So it's beyond just it's a wireframing tool, yeah. Like on Figma, there are things that look like you can wireframe like this, the way it's black and white, like this on Balsamic. But I was just explaining what I do at work, like that it can get to that point. It's just that my work is, they employed me majorly for that, and yeah. And actually, I had to learn on the job. So I was just showing example. That was all.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. But it's still wireframing. So there's high definition. That's high definition wireframe. But what we are working with here is just low definition wireframe, which is what wireframe is about. But that is product design. Actually, we are designing the product so that developers can design exactly the same. Like, it gets so complicated that the same component you use is what the developer will use. Like, but yeah, that's like really advanced.
Because I was just wondering that if you've done all that, like you've done all their work for them already.
Yeah, that's UX, because that's the whole point of UI UX. But let's not go into UI UX. We are BAs. We are not UI UX designers. We are BAs, but a BA can become a UI UX designer if you choose to. So you can become a product designer, because I actually learned last year product design. So, and fortunately, I got employed. My next job, the first thing they threw in my face was Figma. So, yeah, lucky me. Okay, yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you, Bolu.
Thank you.
Next person is Oladapo, please.
Hi, Bolu. Just wanted to ask about this tiling, the tiles that are put that's put in the wireframe. Are they going to be exact? Yeah, all the tiles. That I just any tile or whatever you put, or the rectangle or symbol or whatever you put. Are they going to be the absolute measurement of the size, or is it just a representative of the sizing of those
Yeah.
one on the website? Yeah.
Okay, that's a good question, because I just want to say that you are not a UX designer, so no, they will not use exactly whatever you use there. No, it's just a representation. So you are just interpreting your user stories to your dev guide. So they don't use this. They just understand that, okay, this box, this rectangle represent picture, and these lines represent text. So whatever text, you'll have written all of those in your wireframe. Sorry, not in your wireframe, in your user story. So for instance, if this text says that um there'll be an image, you might have to provide the image to the developers, and then the text under with the description of the particular product. So the image represent the product, the picture of the product, and then the text under the product. So the description, sorry, the description of the product. So this line of text just represents the it represents the description. So all of these will have been captured in your user story and acceptance criteria. That's why your acceptance criteria has to be very, very detailed, like such that your dev guys are not missing out anything from it. Do you understand?
Yeah, thank you very much. That's all.
Yes. Because in your wireframe you don't write stuff. It's very rare. Let me look for. So it's very rare for you to start. Yeah, this one it's okay, but when you are writing so many texts in your wireframe, no, it's not. It's not right. It's not proper. Yeah, except it's extremely needed, but you don't write text in your wireframe.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Ozemena, please.
We always cover
Ozemena.
everything.
Right.
Yeah. Just a quick one again. At what phase of the project do we present this sketch? Is it from
Yeah, it's supposed to accompany every user story you write. So now that you've gathered the requirements from your stakeholder, like your PO, now your PO has explained that this is what I want. So yeah, that's why this lecture is coming now, because I mean you guys have started gathering requirements. So as you are interpreting your requirement, and I don't know how you guys did your team charter. So if your team, if you guys agreed as a team and said that every story must have a wireframe, so we cannot accept that story as done from a BA, I mean from the team's point of view to a BA, then if we cannot accept the story as done, then every of your story has to have a wireframe, every single one of them. So yeah, as you write your user story, you have to design your wireframe.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. So, what I can advise is, because of the short time frame, is a thing that maybe you guys can divide the task and say, oh, one person should design your wireframe for you. Then every other person, after you guys have committed that particular story, every one of you should try your hands on designing that particular wireframe, because all of you will have, you will see that you have different style of design, but ensure that, do you understand what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know, because you want to commit stories quickly, maybe divide it, and then the person, I mean, it should not just be one person doing wireframe. What will happen is that person will now become expert in wireframe and all of you will now not learn at the end. So ensure that every one of you practice on that particular functionality, and then write every story, all the stories. For instance, if they say landing page, let everybody try their hands on writing landing page, and then you can decide as BAs, like maybe 4 of you or 5 of you, have a meeting and look at which one is the best. Not like every other person's own is trash, but which one is most understandable, that everybody can understand. And this writing style is not as complicated as every other person's own. Then you choose and say, okay, we'll take this into sprint. So that's the way to learn, so that it's not one person doing one particular thing. And yeah, that's my advice. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
We have Wumi again.
Yeah, but just a quick question, right? So once we created the wireframe, we then attach, because I didn't
Yes,
hear that bit. We then
yes,
attach
yes,
the
yes.
wireframe to the
The
user story.
yes, that's
Where,
correct. So
where's the attach button on this
yeah,
page, please?
Thank you for asking this question. I'm so sorry. I almost forgot to show you how to do that. So once we have created this, we come to edit. You see this project edit view help. Click on edit and then copy bitmap to clipboard. We click on that. We go to a story. Okay, I'm going to delete it anyway, but let me quickly find a story. So this is how your backlog is supposed to look. So when you click on the epic, so audio, let me go to my projects. Okay, I'm just going to do this. If you check this story, it has a wireframe. Can you see? Can you see? So all your stories are supposed to have a wireframe. But let me just paste it here. And then you just Control V or Command V. I don't know. So it's here now. Or right click and paste. So let me do the right click so that everybody is not confused. You right click and then you paste in that story and then you paste there. Can you see? And you save and close. That's it. So that's how to put it in all your stories. So I'll show it again. Go to don't make the mistake of highlighting on anything here, because if you highlight on anything and you go here and you copy to copy bitmap to clipboard, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to paste again. You see what just happened?
It just
Okay.
picked what you highlighted.
It highlighted, yeah.
So don't highlight anything inside. Just click out of it. Ensure that your mouse is not highlighting anything. Click on edit, copy bitmap to clipboard. Click on that, and then you paste it on whichever story you want to paste it on. Just right click and paste, or Control V and paste. The process map is so neat. I said process map. This wireframe. All right, yeah, that's it.
So ideally, you have your wireframe and your Azure storyboard.
Yeah. So you see somebody's user story, right? How long it is.
Wow.
Actually, this person has 2 scenarios.
This job is not easy.
And then
Oh,
you guys are supposed to be
That's how they
fine.
be paying you 600 a day. Trust me. Don't worry. We'll be fine.
You
Don't
guys,
scare.
you guys are gonna be fine. You guys are going to be fine. You're going to do so well. Trust me.
Thank you.
It's not that serious. Don't make it that serious. You will enjoy this. I promise you. Like, it's just drag and drop. It's not that. Don't mind me, because there are some things I just I said it at the beginning that I have OCD with design, so I can just do jaga thing, but I will not be able to do it because my body will just be doing me anyhow. Sorry. So it's not that serious. Just ensure that you make your work neat, because it's good that you have neat wireframe or neat work as a VA. So it shows that you're a serious person, even if you are not really serious. But let's just take good that you're a serious person. Yeah.
Okay, I see Dako's hand up again. Does he have a new question? I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I have a new question, please. I'm sorry to. Yeah. the user stories,
Yeah.
is it going to be, I mean, the user story that we attach the wireframe to,
Yes.
is it per epic or per feature?
So you
Huh?
don't
I
like,
understand.
yeah, I get you. So you see that this is product backlog item. So let me just go back and show you. Um, so this is the epic, right? You see this crown. So the way I always explain epic features and PBIs is epic is the granddad, feature is the dad, and PBI, like product backlog item, is the child. So epic, under your epic, you have certain features that will go, and then under your feature, you create a product backlog item. So it's a product backlog item that is always committed to sprint, not the epic, not the feature. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you don't commit your feature into sprint. You commit your product backlog item into sprint. So if I just go to the board for you to see what I mean, let me just view as backlog. Okay, because I'm on Epic, let me change it to backlog items. So you commit backlog items into sprints. Can you see?
Yeah.
You commit product backlog items into sprints. You don't commit your epic or your feature. However, it's important for you to have epic and feature when you are creating your when you are interpreting your requirements. So you're supposed to have your epic, which is the big story. Then from that big story, you have your features. Then you have your product backlog items, which are the smaller stories that will now be that will now be used to build the a particular functionality. So as you see here, homepage banner, homepage banner. So this person is saying this is how the homepage banner should look like. You see, it's just representation of this. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So explaining in details what the homepage banner should look like, the layout and all of that. So yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
that's how that is. Yeah.
So I'm sorry about it. The home page, for instance,
Yeah.
the home page contains a lot of functionalities. That home
Um,
page. So
which one?
I I mean, the home page contains well, the header, the main body, and the footer, right?
Yes.
And when you do your wireframe, when you're writing your features or which are the user stories, you're writing for each of the section. Seriously, you are writing for each of the section. For each of the section. Let me come again. Maybe if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
So okay, we have So we have the let's say the home page
Yeah.
contains the header, the main body, and then the footer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you write your user stories,
Yeah.
you write for you write for the header separately. And
Yeah.
do you now commit your wireframe for header alone
No.
in
So
that
you,
case?
you when I mean wireframe is like a representation of a website, right? So you are saying
Yeah.
that my homepage as the header, right? So I'm just going to copy all of this. You get, even if I'm doing it for landing page, because I want you to show that, oh, okay, this is, or another thing you can do is if you just want to represent the header, which I don't really like, but if you just want to represent just the header, but it has to have a footer, so you can remove all of this, and then when you want to create the landing page story, you can put all of this back and then copy it again. And so it's more like once you have done your first page, you can duplicate the rest and just build on it, because every of your pages, if you go to a normal website, every of the pages you go to has header and footer. So
Yeah, I understand. What I'm trying to sorry, I'm sorry to
yeah,
come in.
no
What
worries.
I'm trying to say. What?
No worries, I'm listening to you.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is this, that okay, when you're writing your story, you write for, let's say we write the whole story for the home page, isn't it? Is that not where how we're going to write the user story from?
Oh,
The home page
okay.
is the epic, right?
Yeah, so your own page is your, okay, you can say the landing page is the epic because it has a lot of things.
Okay.
It has footer,
Yeah.
it has then
Yes. Yes.
the home page
Yes.
banner.
So yes, the way you design the wireframe now, you design for the landing page or the home page, as the same. Okay, this is what. So now, is it going to be committed to the epic? That's why I was asking. The epic contains all the other features in there, all the parts, the header, the main body, the footer, and all the things that are inside. So is it after you have finished writing all those stories that make the epic that you now put the wireframe representing the whole page?
Okay, no, that's not how it works. So for your epic, it's up to you though. If you want to put your wireframe in epic, but that doesn't mean that you not to put it in your product backlog item. So the way it is your epic is the big story that trickles down to the feature and then trickles down to the PBI. In your PBI is where you write your user stories and your acceptance criteria, and that's where you attach your wireframe to. So
Well, that means
if you choose to attach your wireframe to your epic, it's fine, but nobody is going to commit your epic into Spring. So your epic is like the big
okay.
guy holding all the other guys. So it's the guy that all the other
Okay.
trickle down from. Do you understand what
All
I'm
right. All right, Bulu. What maybe I should explain what I'm trying to say. That means you can use the same wireframe for all the PBIs that you write. Since you have
saying?
designed the wireframe for the whole, and you know the PBIs are just okay. You get the header, you get the main body, you get the footer. You're writing it as that, and something like that. That's where I probably
Yeah,
understand.
you can use this for your header footer landing page. Do you understand what I mean? But for
Yeah.
the other one, so this
Yeah.
about us now, you're going to design another page for it.
I
You're
know.
going to
I know that one. I know that one.
So,
Yeah.
but you
Just
can use this for your like for your header because it has your header and your footer here. But
okay.
the developer already knows that okay, this is the header, this is the
Okay.
footer. So it's just
Okay.
like saying that you want to go to a website and because you are designing, you are just going to take out the footer. It doesn't really make it look like a website. So you are trying to
Uh-huh.
depict
Uh-huh.
a website as
Yeah.
close to you are sketching out a website. So on the maybe the home page user story, I mean home page PBI, you can put this like the way it is now. You are not just going to take out the rest of them. You are going to use this like this is the header, or if you are saying header, this is the header. I mean, you can copy this and put it in that header PBI. For your footer, it's okay. It's okay if it's repetitive like that. Although when you now start designing for each of the functionalities, it's only your header and your footer that will be represented. All these other ones you can't replicate it.
Yes.
I don't know if
Yes.
I'm making sense or confusing people.
Bolu, I think what he's trying to say is the body.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
so
The landing page, yeah.
you're adding, like she has explained, you've done the landing page. So now you are adding more content to what you already have. So whoever you are showing or you're demonstrating to would see what you've added. It's like you are adding.
No, it's not like you're
No,
adding.
no, no,
No,
not at all.
you're not adding. No,
Not at all.
you're not adding. So now you have designed. I'm saying that you can duplicate this and then see if you notice the shopping carts, we remove this landing page, we remove this big picture. It's not there. It's not part of this. Do you notice? So I'm just saying that to make your work easier, you can duplicate this one that you already have header and footer. However, your header and footer remains on all of your pages design. No matter the page you are designing, it has to have header and a footer. Don't just say, oh, because I'm designing the cart page, I'm going to remove the header and footer and it's just going to, it will not make a lot of sense because you are saying that you are representing, I mean, you are trying to mock a website. You are doing a mock-up of a website. You cannot remove the I mean, the header and footer that depicts that this is a website. Do you get what I mean? Or I'm confusing people?
I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
I get
any
it.
can get what I mean. Was it Adeomi that was trying to explain before?
It's Emmanuel.
Oh, okay.
So what he's trying to say is, for example, you've done the landing page, you have the header and footer. So now you are working on, for example, about us. Yeah. So you want to reflect the body reflects where you are at the moment. Your header still remains, your footer still remains.
Yeah.
So now the body is what is changing. So what you're adding to the body to reflect your current page is what you're trying to, that's the question you're asking, right?
No, no, that's not the question I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's not the question. You know, if you go to about page, that's going to be another epic. The way I understand, I don't know. I think that's another epic.
Now you're confusing it from this.
I am not. No. I'm not confusing it. Listen, you are the one that are getting it confused.
Okay.
What I said is this: you designed the. Okay, now let's look at this landing page. This is the landing page. It has the header. It has the body. It has the footer. That is an epic. Now you go on to the features, okay? You say, okay, well, one of them is the header. You write the PBI for the header, all of them. They contain what you have in the header. Then you go on to what I'm saying. At that point, do you put this one that's designed for the whole landing page there as your wireframe, or you
can
just
link. You can
do
link.
a
That's where you
wire,
link pages.
right?
That's where you link pages.
I don't understand what you mean.
You can link. Now, what you're
No,
trying to.
no, you are
Okay.
complicating it. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. You know, what you're saying now is this. Okay, you have written the user story, you have written the epic, you've gone to the features, right? You have written, then you now have the PBIs. Okay, for the header is okay. The header contains this and this and this and that, contains the about you or whatever. You have written those ones and the way it should go. For to contain the header, it shows that like we're looking at it has the header, it has the main body, it has the footer. Now, are you going to remove the footer and the main body because you are showing the header? That's what the question I was asking. And if you're not doing that, that means you're going to be repeating the same wireframe
that's okay.
for the header.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to do that. It's fine. It's not a crime.
Yeah.
Thanks, Emmanuel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay to do that. It's okay because if you are removing footer, it's not representing a website anymore. So if you are saying header story, put this wireframe. If you are doing footer story, put this wireframe because you're still talking about the design of the website. Then when you now go into different features, you will see you start designing or removing the landing page. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Adenike,
Thank you.
please.
We still have questions. I thought we have closed.
There's one hand of Adenike Adiruba. That's the last time.
Hello. Sorry.
It's okay.
Hello, Bolu. My question is, do you know you said about the wireframe that what Blue Sky is using is balsamic, and you talk about the other ones like mirror, some and the other ones. So my question is, are they the same? Do they have the same icons? Like, because if you go to other organization that are not using balsamic, how will you maneuver all the icons? Are they similar?
Similar, I think yes. Yeah, they will be similar. They might not have the same icons, so they might not have their stuff arranged together, or their icons might not be the same way, but similar, very much, very, very much similar. Yeah, it's always drag and drop for most of them as well. Yeah. You know how to use one, you know how to use the other ones. Aside stigma, that is just in his own word. That is for so you don't need to worry your head too much about Figma, except you want to be a product designer.
All right. Okay. So my second question is, do
Have
you
a second one.
just sorry.
It's okay.
It's
Don't mind me, I'm just joking.
it's just do you have a time frame to do this wireframe?
As you are committing your stories into sprint, your teammates might not accept your story as complete if you don't have a wireframe. Yeah. Yeah. So hold your mentors. Hold them very well. I say, oh, come and teach me. Or ask somebody. I mean, yeah, it's a thing of practice. So because you guys are going to commit stories into sprint one now,
Yeah.
start writing user stories is good for you to, as you've written the user story or before you write the user story, either ways you want to do it, create the wireframe. You already have the requirements. So what's the requirement? You can use your requirement to interpret the wireframe, because guess what? It was the requirement that Adewumi gave me that we used to create this wireframe. Okay, so it's just like that same thing. So if your PO said I want login functionality, put login. I want sign up, put sign up. Like it's just drag and drop, but just the way we did it tonight. It's not that serious, guys, to be honest. It's not, it's just really drag. I mean, when you start using it, you will really enjoy it, and you don't want to, you always want to do wireframe, and you start discovering very interesting stuff.
All right.
I ask you to teach me.
So sorry, that reminds me with this the Alpha Tech you design now. I could say there is a register and sign in, and there is no sign out. Could it be that a BA can actually omit that, and the developer can assume that it was omitted and can be put on the footer?
Yes, the developer can do that, but there needs to be a discussion. But the thing is, the QAs will raise a bug because it's not in the acceptance criteria. They raise a bug and say, oh, this is not in the acceptance criteria. Why is it on the website? I mean, why is it on the website? Why is it developed? You get. So dev has to communicate with you and ask you, oh, was this a mistake? Can I add it? And then if you say yes, he will then ask you to update that user story on acceptance criteria so that it reflects, or update the acceptance criteria so that it reflects that particular feature that you just added.
Okay, then. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, that's us for tonight. I don't know why my classes take longer than usual. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. I know you have a lot of questions on your mind, but it will be resolved as you go along. You will enjoy it. I promise you. Take my word for it. I promise you will enjoy it. This class is so quiet this night. Okay, guys. Have a great, 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 wonderful night. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for coming.
Thank
Emmanuel,
you.
I don't know.
Thank you, Bola.
Is my